What's going on, everyone? KJ here. So, in my last update, I think it was on July 5th, I said in a future update, I'd try to explain more info about my job. Pardon the hair right now. I'm going to talk about that later. But the most important thing that this update will explain is a new job. Last thing I want to say before I get into that, though, is that we finally have our first Beyblade Burst Bladers battle, or the B4. Our last two videos were on Beyblade Burst like battles, were Beyblade Burst battle requests. So look forward to that. It's going to be pretty cool. Or I hope it is. I don't know, but yeah. Anyway, so let me give you just the lowdown on everything that happened. So in March, my old boss contacts me and is like, "All right, we have a new opportunity. The summer like program where all the youth get to work for the county is opening up again, but this year you guys are going to work in IT." Or information technology. I was confused at that time. I thought it was HR or human relations or whatever it's called. And I was like, I don't want to work in an office or a cubicle all day. But I was smart about it. I knew that if I said yes, she tried to start me working as early as possible. Probably anywhere, like probably right after I got out of school. So my last day was June 9th. And then I had like and then I got out pretty much like late June possibly, but I mean I could work on the days I didn't have a regents because I only had one, and then I could work on all the days that I was free, right? So she'd probably start me right after June 9th, and then if I said no and just refused to do anything, like I just said deny the opportunity, my parents would kill me if they found out. So I was like, all right, let me be smart with it. I didn't do anything, so I didn't get back to her at all right? So, I graduate from high school. I go on a week vacation to Pennsylvania. What else do I do? I just finished my orientation for St. John's, the future university I'm going to. So then, um, like around that time, or before my trip to Pennsylvania, right? My boss contacts me again. I don't answer though. I don't really, but around that time as well, my parents, mainly my mom and my godmother, are always kind of asking me, "Oh, what's the info on your job? What's the info on your job? Are you working this summer? Are you working summer?" So I don't really have any way of answering their question because I'm not sure. Because if I say yes, they're gonna try to get me the job, but if I say no, then they're gonna be mad at me and say you need to work. So I'm just saying I don't know, maybe. So then it just so happens, of course, my godmother actually works in the same field that my boss worked in as well. But my godmother's retired, so my godmother has a connection with my boss. So anytime that they call each other, things will happen. Unfortunately or fortunately, depending on how you look at the situation. And the same thing happened last year when I worked at the park. You know, I got the job late, so I ended up earning less money than I could have because of like personal things like family vacations and stuff. And I'm not saying that I didn't enjoy it. It's just like it happened so late that it's kind of like, come on, what's the point? So the same thing happened this year. I just started yesterday, Friday the 14th, and so IT pretty much I work in a building, and I don't work at like a cubicle, but I mainly like just help the person I'm working with. I'm more of like an intern, but I think I'm a paid intern. So because I excuse me, sorry. Because I signed up so late, I instead of like oh actually wait. So but prior to actually getting the job, my boss wanted me to write an essay asking for what I wanted to do. But because I really didn't know what the job was about, I pretty much just said, I mean, I want to learn how to use Adobe Premiere Pro and Photoshop because my idea was I could kill two birds with one stone. I used the job to learn about Adobe while earning money from the job to buy my new computer and Adobe. So it's a smooth transition. And then all I have to do, I'm going to probably continue to record videos on my iPhone, but I can really edit them a lot better on the computer. So, but come to find out that on my first day there, when I was, talking to people, saying what I really like to do, what I want to learn, they were like, "Oh, there are people that use Adobe here," but apparently they already have their interns. So unfortunately, I was stuck with a guy who fixes printers, not computers, nothing else, just printers. So of course, I really didn't take too kindly to that, but I wasn't gonna make a scene. So when I first talked to the guy, he was like, "Oh, so you're interested in fixing printers?" And I was like, "No, not really. My boss just kind of stuck me with you because I'm guessing the Adobe guys Like the Adobe Premiere Pro and Adobe Photoshop guys already have their fair share of interns. So he was like, all right, well, I understand that. I mean, I'm not gonna like have you do stuff if I know you're probably not gonna apply yourself. Now, I mean, I really wasn't thinking at it like that. This is what the guy was saying. I mean, if I had no choice but to work with him, I mean, there would be other things I would do. Like on my first day, I pretty much moved printer parts from one room to another all by myself. So I could do stuff like that. I'm not going to be able to fix a printer, but because I don't really want to learn that. But I can always like help moving parts around and stuff. So yeah. So because of that, though, for certain people I like met and talked to, yeah. Sorry, I'm really tired. Certain people I met and talked to will kind of play it off like saying, "Oh, you need to learn the hardware before you learn the software," because Adobe's a software and fixing printers is you have to know the hardware. But I'm like, I kind of like went along with it while I talked to them. But to be honest, it's like if it was a computer, maybe. But this like building, the place where I work, the rooms where I work, they don't fix computers. They don't build computers. They just replace them. They don't do anything else. So it's not even a matter of fixing printers or doing anything with printers. Like I mean, I don't care, but it's just like if I'm gonna spend the next 3 to 4 weeks plus working here, I'd rather do something that I wanted to do that I actually wrote in my essay doing. The difference between this job and last year's job is the last year's job I had no idea what I was doing going in, and I didn't have a choice. That I did what they told me. They taught me what I had to do, and I worked. Working in a park, you have to do those things. But working in a building where you wrote about what you wanted to do, they should at least try to give you that, you know. So I don't know if it was a mess up on the ends of the people who I wrote the essay for not reading the essay and just sticking me in with someone who didn't have an intern, or maybe the people that were using Adobe already had enough interns and they couldn't take on anymore. I don't know. But to be honest, it's more along the lines of I really want to enjoy this job, mainly because if I'm going to be around people that could really help me, for as far as my YouTube channel, I'd rather work with them than work with the guy who fixes printers. I'm not, I'm thankful for getting the job in the first place because, hey, I can make some money, but like I said before, I'm the kind of person that if I don't like to do something, I really am not going to want to do it. So I'm not really going to like waking up in the morning at 9 a.m. and finishing it around 5 o'clock and spending all that time pretty much helping a guy fix printers. But it is what it is. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much my schedule. Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4:45 p.m. So the only things that will be negatively affected by that are the chapter releases for manga. So One Piece and Hajime no Ippo. One Piece, depending on when the chapter comes out, I could probably review it before I go to work. But I don't know if it comes out before 9. Yeah, but if it comes out around like after 9, I'm gonna have to wait. So, what else? Hajime no Ippo, the same thing. Although those releases don't really have a schedule. If it falls on the weekday, just expect it when I get home, hopefully. Um, but other than that, yeah, that's it. So when I get my new computer, when I get Adobe, I'll be certain to let you guys know. Also hoping I could possibly save up for a camera as well, but I'm not entirely sure. So, but also, the next thing I want to talk about is, let's see. Oh, right, the haircut. So, as you guys might know, recently I've been getting more and more interested in having flat tops. And my hairline is like my natural hairline is sort of a diagonal thing and then it goes. But as you can see, like one side of my hairline is like shorter than the other. Like the tips are kind of shorter than the other. Let me see, yeah. The tips are kind of shorter than the other. One is like shorter than the other and one is pushed farther back. And now I didn't ask for that, nor did I really see that until I got home. Because a lot of like I have an old barbershop and a new barbershop. So the old barbershop, there are two people there that cut my hair, a young barber and an old barber. The young barber is fast, but he still messes up my hairline, and the old barber takes his time, which I like, but he still messes up my hairline. This is due to the old barber. So I wanted a flat top. I wanted have my flat top fixed. So in addition to not giving me a flat top, he pretty much gave me a pompadour, which is like more of a curvy type flat top. So it means I can't really comb up my hair into a flat top because it's not cut like that anymore. He also messed up my hairline, and because the hair is cut so short, I'm gonna have to wait 3 weeks for it to grow back. or more. Now I wanted to go to my new barber because they were the ones that gave me the flat top the last time, and they know how to cut my unique hairline, so they don't mess up when it comes to that. So that's why I was like, but yeah. But now you know why my hair is messed up. Now you know why I'm probably not gonna have a flat top for a while. But other than that, that's pretty much it. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you guys were updated on anything that I talked about as far as schedule, job, etc. But yeah, until next time, I'll see y'all later.